Welcome, everyone, to an episode of the Postgame Report. I am JVB. With me, I have Mike.
Yo, what's going on?
What's up? And we have Dio.
What up, what up?
So we're going to get right to it because today Sony officially announced the launch date for the PlayStation 5, the pricing, and when we can pre-order it. Now, speaking of pre-orders, I want to talk about Eddie. One Finger Xbox Eddie, who, according to you guys, was saying he doesn't have to pre-order one, there's no need to get one. And then we find out that he runs to his local GameStop. Didn't he work there?
Yeah, he used to work there.
So he goes to his old employer and gets a fucking pre-order before all of us. Well, I don't know about you, Dio. I'm not gonna discount you because you're slick too, but yeah. So right now, I think Derek nearly had a pre-order and then was turned down for some reason. GameStop and Walmart is doing their pre-orders already, but forget about trying to get one. Now today's the 16th, so September 17th is when some retailers will do the PlayStation 5 pre-orders. Now, a digital one is $399. The disc version is $499. So, essentially, since they are both internally the same console, we have a console, the PlayStation 5, that is cheaper than the Xbox One Series X. And then, of course, they have the S, which we haven't talked about. I did by myself, and I basically stated that the Xbox One Series X, or the Xbox Series X, whatever the fuck they want to call it, I call it the Xbox Series sucks. It's basically an iPhone SE. Or if you watched the Apple thingy yesterday, you saw that they have like a cheaper version of the watch. So that's what we're getting on the Xbox side. Whereas with Sony, internally, they are the same consoles. One is just fully digital. So we have $399 and $499. Guys, which one are you going to buy? Dio, let's start with you.
The one I copped was pretty much the first link that
Whatever
I hit.
they had?
It was the no, I just hit the first link that I saw on the Walmart thing, and it was the one with the disc. Kind of upset about
Nice.
that, but whatever.
Nice. Lucky bastard. And what about you, Mike?
I got the disc one. That was the one I was going for the whole time because I still have a bunch of PS4 games on disc I didn't play, so I want to play them on the PS5. But I was really just trying to get whatever one I could. I mean, if it was the 400 or the 500, I didn't care, but I'm glad I got the one that I really wanted.
I think I'm going to go with the 500 as well because I want the disc. I have physical games as well, and of course I can watch high-definition movies. I'm a purist in that form, in that sense anyway. So we saw a bunch of games. We saw gameplay for Spider-Man Miles Morales, which looked stunning. Demon Souls, which I played it for a little while, the original. This is what, a remake or not a reimagining, but
it's a remake.
It's a remake from
right?
the ground up.
It's like Resident Evil 2 and 3 and
okay.
The Spyro games. Yeah.
So it looks freaking, especially when he was fighting that giant troll or whatever it was. Now, go ahead.
So all I was going to say is people better pre-order more controllers because they're going to smash them playing
that
game.
Yeah. From what I heard, it's really tough. That's why I didn't even bother. But here's the thing. I bring up those two specific games because there's a little bit of uncertainty. Well, it was cleared up with Miles Morales. There is going to be a cross-generation thing going on between certain games, like Spider-Man, supposedly Event Horizon Zero Dawn 2, And then there's this whole mix-up with Demon Souls. It was supposed to come out on PC as well, but then I heard they took the video down. And information has gone. I don't know about now. Dio, you know anything about that?
They said that it's only supposed to be console exclusive to PlayStation, that it's not going to PC. But some people have their own theories that why put that up if they mean it? Why put that up if they didn't mean it at all? Meaning that they probably are going to announce it maybe like a year from now that it won't come to PC.
Like a time
but I mean,
exclusive.
as of right now, they're saying console exclusive, and if that's the case and that is true, then I say that maybe that's because Sony is really looking to acquire Bluepoint since they're the ones making it.
That would be a huge acquisition. Yeah. Now there, I was listening to a few YouTubers and at the same time, and they were really disappointed once this news started coming out. And then, of course, Twitter, you have your usual banter between Xbox guys and PlayStation guys. And then, of course, this was like sort of a victory for some of the Xbox guys where they're saying, oh, so now the PlayStation 4 is holding back the PS5. So let's talk about that, because what we saw with Miles Morales cannot be done on current gen consoles. And yes. In Demon Souls, the transition between levels was instantaneous. So obviously that hard drive was being used. So not that I'm saying that game is coming out on PS4, but people who are making these comments tend to forget the real benefit of this brand new PlayStation 5, and that is speed. Everything's going to be extremely fast, especially loading, and not just for menus and from level to level. It's everything else, all the assets loading extremely fast, faster than we've ever seen it. So what do you think, Dio? Because Mike, you don't really pay attention to any of this stuff. Dio, you're a little more involved with the whole console. I hate to call it war, because it's using that word to describe console trash talking is a discredit to like real life issues. But so the banter between the two. What do you think about it?
Well, this is my whole thing, because I honestly didn't even get to see what was going on Twitter, because like after that broke, I had to get my daughter ready for bed and whatnot, so I'm still trying to catch up.
And then you ran to fucking GameStop.
Yeah, no, I wish I got it in store, man. I'm so pissed about that, because you always have to worry about them canceling it on you. Now you're like, oh my god, now I got to figure it out. But just catching up on it now, everyone's trying to like troll it, because it's like, oh, Sony's doing the same thing that Microsoft did, and in one aspect, I do 100% agree with that. You should have generations. You should believe in it. You should push the tech forward. But you see what Halo Infinite looked like, and that was a direct, that's in direct response to their base console, the original Xbox One. Then you see if these Miles Morales and Horizon Zero Dawn, they're coming to PS5 and PS4. Miles Morales, when you see that game, you don't even realize that it's coming to PS4, because the PS4 version will not look like that. Let's just get that straight. People are like, oh, it's going to PlayStation 4. It's not going to look anything like that. And Spider-Man was my favorite game last gen. Like, this gen, I should say, because we're not in next gen technically yet. But Spider-Man was my favorite game. And if you look at that game versus what they just showed you today gameplay-wise for Miles Morales, it's night and day. Like, one of them is a PlayStation 5 game and the other one is a PlayStation 4 game. So I'm curious to see what the PlayStation 4 version is going to look like. It's not going to look anywhere near that. But when you look at the Miles Morales game, you can say, yo, this is a next-gen game, DLC, whatever you want to call it. I'm happy about that, because if they would have gave me a game that just looks a little bit more prettier, then I would have been upset. But when I saw that first transition from CGI straight to gameplay, I'm like, yo, this is what the game looks like. Puddlegate, remember that from last gen? Puddlegate, I mean, they were all over the place. The ray tracing was crazy, and even on one part on the scene when they were on the bridge, you're gonna be like focusing on the fighting that's going on there, but if you look in the distance, you can see like the world, the city behind them is kind of like crumbling, and the water effects and what's going on and everything else, and especially with all the particles coming up, that can't be done on the PlayStation 4. And if Infinite would have looked like that, then people would have been like, yo, all right, who cares if they're going to put it on cross-gen? If you can give me a game that does look like this and is going to show me why I need this system going forward, I don't think it would have been that big of a deal. But because Halo Infinite looks so terrible, that kind of like was like, damn, you're going to do this. And now that's what kind of gave that holding the generation back, the steam that it got.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Mike, you want to add to this? Because I want to give my theory as to why this is happening.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of disappointed that it's not PS5 exclusive, but at the same time, I kind of understand it because, hopefully, I mean, obviously they want to make more money, so they're going to sell more copies by being on both consoles. And, it continues the story that they started with Miles and the PS4 one, so, it gives the PS4 people a chance to play that. But, like Dio was saying, some of that shit is not going to be done on the PS4. So they said you can play it on PS4 and PS5, but the PS5 gets the next gen update, which is going to add all that extra shit that the PS4 can't do. So it's going to seem like it's a different game, when you compare them side to side, because they already confirmed, 4K 60 frames on PS5. It's not going to do that on PS4. And all that shit that they showed today, that shit, you can tell it wasn't running on PS4. That shit looked insane.
Mm-hmm.
So, as long as you'll be able to, like, see the difference between the two, I mean, like I said, I was kind of disappointed it's not fully exclusive to PS5, but if you can tell the difference, I'm okay with it. But I'm hoping that a game like God of War is strictly PS5 exclusive. Like, I don't want that being held back. Horizon, I'm a little disappointed in Horizon because I thought that was going to be strictly PS5 as well. But what are you going to do? But that's coming out soon, so they've probably been working on that for a while, which probably explains why it's still going to be on PS4. But if it takes advantage of the SSD and loads super fast and shit, at least you get the benefits of next gen.
Yeah.
To throw in my thing real quick on that, sorry, JVB.
No,
you said
problem.
that Horizon, being upset that that's going to be on PlayStation 4 as well too, and if that's supposed to come out next year, so does God of War. So if God of War is an exclusive to PS5, I'm kind of like, how soon did they start working on Horizon than when they started working on God of War, if they're both going to come out in the same year? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that means, is there potential that God of War is going to be a PS4 game too?
Well, let's look at it this way, because now that we're talking about it, we're talking about two particular games. Well, three. We're talking about Miles Morales, which is an expansion, not DLC. So there's going to be a full-fledged story. So we're talking about Spider-Man, God of War, and Horizon Zero Dawn. We're talking about 3 sequels. You can't fully count Miles Morales as a sequel, but because these are games that were created on the PlayStation 4, I can totally see where these sequels are also going to be available on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Now, I did make a joke that, these games, specifically Horizon and Miles Morales and possibly God of War 2 or Ragnarok, excuse me, they still look better than anything that's been shown on the other side of the fence. Because what was shown for Horizon looked amazing. So the question is, if they've been we've already I know I am super impressed by what I've seen with Miles Morales. They showed some gameplay elements on Horizon 2. Shit, I mean, if they were working on these things already, and this early in the life cycle of the console, how are future games going to look when it is fully optimized for the PlayStation 5 and not cross-gen. Because if anybody can do it, is of course Sony and those development teams. But if Miles looks this fucking good now, and so does Horizon Zero Dawn too, holy shit! I mean, imagine God of War 2. I mean, well, Ragnarok. Like, you know they're going to take advantage. What the difference between, and this is something that, like I said, it stated before, some of these Xbox extremists are going to take this as some type of victory. The thing is, the difference between what is going to be shown on an Xbox, let's say One X, which was a joke. They didn't utilize that shit at all, and we predicted that. It's a damn shame. So what's going to be shown, because of their whole nobody's left behind thing, which they see is going to be a lot tougher than expected, they're going to see games by the current developers who haven't been able to live up to the quality that Sony developers have lived up to. So the comparison is not even fair. So when you have a PlayStation 4 game like Miles Morales or Horizon Zero Dawn, all we know, it could change if people complain enough, who knows? The quality is still going to be beyond anything that is currently on Xbox and will be on Xbox in the next few years. So anyway, Mike, you did bring up a point. You brought up financials, and the whole thing about this, besides that these particular, because God of War, they reimagined it on the PlayStation 4. Horizon was born on the PlayStation 4. And of course, the new Spider-Man. So these are games that were created this generation. So that's one reason why I could see them bringing out these games on the PlayStation 4 as well, because you have 120 million PlayStation 4 owners. The second thing is the current economic situation that everyone is feeling, unless you're fucking, the 1%. I have a feeling that Sony is not extremely confident that the average consumer is going to go out and spend $399 and $499, $400 or $500 on a video game console this holiday. They will, like the first quarter of next year. But I feel very strongly that Sony sees a situation where they're not, and I believe Xbox is the same way, and that is why they brought up a cheaper console. And it's totally fair, because I think even Apple is feeling the effects. They brought out a cheaper Apple Watch. They're bringing out cheaper iPads, even though that fucking iPad Air looks slick. But I think most manufacturers, unless you're fucking Samsung selling 2,000 foldable phones, they're feeling the effects that, okay, we need to bring out products that people are going to be able to afford if they are willing to prioritize a video game console right now. And fortunately for a lot of us, we can. We're very fortunate. Not too many people are. So that's why you even have fucking Xbox doing financial plans and all this kind of crazy shit. So what do you guys think about that? Do you feel like that is also why leaving 120 million people out of a sequel that was born on their consoles, that's a no-brainer. But what do you think about the confidence that is why, trying to clear myself up a little bit, I feel that the other reason why they're putting these games in there is because if these the PlayStation 5 doesn't sell well, software-wise, and these games are going to be $70, they're going to lose out. So what do you think about that? Is it more than, am I looking into it a little too much, or?
No, I think you're right. It's tough to leave behind, like you said, 120 million users. For me, like I said, just looking at the Miles Morales trailer, that to me could justify my purchase. I know what I saw cannot be done on my PlayStation 5. I mean, on my PlayStation 4. It can't be. So I know when I put that in, brand new game. And I'm one of, I've been playing games 30 years, been to every console launch since it's been here. When I get new consoles, I'm not even thinking about my old system anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always just looking to go to the next gen. Like, why am I going to get so excited about something for, at least about 18 months out? You start getting very excited about the next gen. And then when it finally comes here, I'm like, okay, yeah, let me just go play my old games. Like, that's not what I'm here for. And especially in this type of generation where a lot of those games that you would have still been playing on your PlayStation 4, like, a Call of Duty or something like that, they're going to be playable on your new system. So it's not like you're going to miss out, and everyone's like online with everyone else. So why even care about that? But it is still very hard to leave 120 million people behind. And with what they showed, I'm fine with it. And they want to get the money. And the financial part of like the price, with it being what it is, I feel that's a way to literally secure digital gaming going forward, because you have the cheapest next gen console on the market. Because, Xbox can tout power all they want, but when they had their first chance to show something, then show that power off, it wasn't a good one. And Sony has been showing that power off since June, when they showed, the Ratchet first premiere. Now with Spider-Man, a little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn, like you said. We got Bloodborne. They've been showing off multiple titles on what the new system can do. And that's going to justify your purchase. And now people can say, yo, I could get it for $399. That's the price of a PlayStation 4 Pro right now. Xbox, in order to get that type of quality, you're going to have to spend the $500. And even with that, you're still going to have to wait a few years to even get exclusive content. Whereas with PlayStation, fine, Spider-Man might be going over there. They still have Demon Souls. Not my kind of game, but that's a game that can only be done on PlayStation 5. So, I mean, $399 price point, you're going to pull people in. And now you've got them solely on your platform, because the only way to buy the games is going to be from the PlayStation Store. So, a lot of people thought it was going to be $50 less. They didn't see a $100 price difference for a disc drive. But you can kind of eat that when you say, hey, listen, we'll knock off $100, but guess what? Every game purchased, every DLC, it's all coming through our store. It's the only way they could buy it. So it's a little price. It's a little price that you have to pay, but at the long run, they're going to end up getting that money. And going forward, what does that mean? You're going to have a disc version that's always going to be the lowest competition. So when you have that first price drop and, that disc version goes from $399 to $350 or even $299, now more people are going into your ecosystem. And if everyone's been buying digital, they're going to have so many digital games going into the next generation of gaming. They might not even be worrying about having to get up and go to a store anymore to buy a game or even order a game. They just want instant gratification. You go online, you could pre-install the game, and as soon as it goes live, it's up, ready for you to go.
Yeah, what about you, Mike? What about you, Mike? Or is he peeing again?
I wasn't really paying attention.
No, any thoughts? Any thoughts on the pricing, on the games being available? I mean, you kind of mentioned already the pricing and the user base. Now, what about this PlayStation Plus collection?
That shit was cool, man. I do like that.
So there's going to be Uncharted 4, God of War, Batman Arkham Knight, Days Gone, Bloodborne, Monster Hunter World, and Ratchet and Clank. So we have sequels coming to God of War and Ratchet and Clank. So that's a good way to introduce new people, if they haven't played those games, to what's coming up. But this essentially is what?
It's
a way for PlayStation 5 owners to download these games for free? Let's clear, not free. You got to be a PlayStation Plus subscriber.
Yeah, PS Plus subscriber.
But shit, you're still getting some amazing games. Holy shit! Now that I think about it,
hopefully they run better.
It looked like you were getting pretty much all the PlayStation first party exclusives that came out last gen. But it also had Resident Evil, Battlefield
Batman
1,
and Batman.
Batman. They showed quite a different array of games. And my whole thing about it is I'm just a little confused because it's like it may not be as many games as PS Now, but you kind of are giving us an option to have a gaming library given to us by being a PlayStation Plus member. Yet you have a service. Yeah, yet you have a service in PlayStation Now that's pretty much the same thing, just with a lot more games. Because I don't think PlayStation Now might have all the games minus The Last of Us 2 on there. But I didn't see that game on the list. Was it there?
No, Last of Us.
No.
That was.
But that's a new game. So
that's a new game. Last of Us Remastered. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, it's kind of like, are they gonna use this to kind of like get people in to go towards PlayStation Now, or are they gonna eventually try to say, you know what, we'll include PlayStation Now as
I thought that's where they were going with this. I was like, oh shit, here it is.
Me too, because that's a little. I mean, again, all those games they showed, a lot of people either have them or have played them and beat them. You know what I'm saying? But it's great for anyone going into the next generation, because that is their answer to Game Pass, because you could go in day one, and as long as you're a subscriber to PlayStation Plus, then you have access to pretty much every first party title banger that came out,
and multiplayer.
4, and multiplayer. So you don't even have to buy a game day one, but you got a lot of relevant games that were Game of the Year contenders, and highly critical games that the industry spoke about.
Days Gone turned out to be an amazing game. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. And when I look at the list that they showed, to me, when they compare Game Pass and what the PlayStation Collection is going to end up being, the little bit of games that the PlayStation Collection has already more value than what Game Pass is offering, because a lot of it is like the indie stuff. Now, indie titles may be for a lot of people, but let's just be real. That's not what like the casual market is want. Indie games are very niche. You know what I'm saying? The casual market, they want those big blockbuster titles.
And also, I'm wondering if they are enhanced, and that could be a great way to show off their backwards compatibility strategy.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, Days Gone was it was a great game, but if you put that shit 60 frames, it just instantly gets better.
Yep. Oh, and the load times get better because it takes a while to load that fucker too.
Even a game like Batman. Batman's fast-paced action, and if you can get that in 60 frames, man, shit.
Yeah, if you look at the games that they put, it's very strategic, and it's. Let me see. Let me find these games again. Because
it was all the first-party games. Well, not all of them, but most of the big ones. Batman. The other one deal just
it was Uncharted 4. So you have Uncharted 4, God of War, Batman, Days Gone, Bloodborne, Monster Hunter, and Ratchet & Clank. So basically, you're covering all the bases. You have your Monster Hunter for people that want to play multiplayer, that are into that shit. Bloodborne for the people that want to get into Demon Souls and really like to play something super challenging like Bloodborne. Then you have your action games, Ratchet & Clank, which is more cartoony. Uncharted 4, which is, a tie-in into a great, is not a trilogy, but to a great story arc. And then God of War, which has a long history dating back to the PlayStation 2 days. And then, of course, Batman. So, and then if you want your zombie killing, you have Days Gone. And then, of course, they have, even now that we think about it, they have Resident Evil 7, right? So that's virtual, that has VR support.
Yeah.
So that's a good way to test out your VR. So
it's got everything covered except a racing game.
Yeah, no sports.
Sorry to cut you off, JVB, but if you're near your computer, Target has the pre-orders up for the disc console.
Yeah, I checked Target also, and I even put my fucking name.
It's on right now.
Let's see.
So I don't know if you want to edit this out later or not, but
nah, this
is all live, fellas.
Yep.
Let's take a break.
And give them
Trying to
the
get
Wookiee howl.
You know what sucks though? You know what sucks though for us? What the fuck is $3.99? I don't want the $3.99. Add to registry.
Registry.
Yeah, that's all they have. So, and I gotta fucking shit. Yeah, and I gotta register too, mother hubba.
What?
So, the thing about us in New York, see, for you guys could go in store. We can't. So, like, I have a mall near me. Pre-order now. Hold on. Check your purchase.
Okay.
Let's see. I might get lucky.
I just went in the chat and I saw what y'all were saying to Eddie.
Yeah, I got another one on Target, man, in case they fucking cancel my Walmart one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do this on the spot. I'm ready to check out.
If they ship both of them, my friend needs one, so I'll give it to him.
It's making me create one.
I'm gonna use all my fucking Best Buy points to get the accessories and games and shit.
Wow, nice. Yeah, you've been saying for a while that you had like 1 million Best Buy points.
I got fucking like $550 in Best Buy coupons that I've been racking up for like 4 years.
Yeah, same here. I got like fucking $450.
But like, you know, we didn't know when pre-orders were going up, so I didn't want to cash them out. But now that I got it pre-ordered, I'll use all those points to buy all my PlayStation 5 shit going forward. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, now I gotta put.
Yeah, I'll be using that on PSN codes.
Can you use those on PSN cards?
You have to go online, and there's actually a card you could buy. It's digital. It's digital.
Okay.
That's how I've done it before. You use the gift card and you put it towards the digital one. It'll let you do that one.
Oh, okay.
Because I went in the store with the gift card. I mean, with like the gift card they give you, the reward, I should say. He goes, "Oh, you can't use this to buy a gift card." I was like, "Yo, I've done it before because I did it online." And then I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "No, we don't do that." So then I went home, found the digital link, and it let me buy it through that.
Yeah, but fucking Sony, they put gift card on the thing now, so it says gift card. I'm like, really? It's not a fucking gift card. It's a code. Like when you buy the actual physical card in the store, it's labeled as a gift card.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, I'm going to use my PlayStation card to pre-order a PlayStation card. Let's see what happens. Let's see.
Why not?
I'm going to see if I can buy one right now, actually. If I redeem a couple points. But the thing that sucks when you redeem those Best Buy points is like if you redeem like $30 and something's like $29.99, it doesn't let you use it. It has to be like below the amount. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't want to redeem it all for the PS5 because, you know, if it didn't fucking take it, I would have been pissed. Because I tried to buy something last year. I redeemed like $30, and the game I wanted was $29.99, and it wouldn't let me do it. So I had to add something that was like $8 to my cart to fucking make it take it.
Yeah, and then that's kind of hard when you're like looking to, you know, jump on this system like quick.
Exactly. So I'm like, you know, I'll just fucking buy it with my real money and then use that Best Buy points to purchase everything going forward and not have to actually buy a game for like the next year or so, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna use it to get the headsets.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that controller and a headset and all that shit. I wasn't concerned about pre-ordering all that because you know
me either. That's gonna be there. The system is the main one.
Yeah, I'm like I'm not gonna buy all the accessories and not get the console.
you just be sitting there looking at it sad.
I'm like, why isn't my DualSense connecting to my PS4?
For real.
I don't know. I had let me see. Target. Let's see.
See, what the thing we were talking about earlier though about like Horizon and Spider-Man coming to PS4 and PS5. I was telling my friend at work because I was like, honestly, I don't know how much better they can make the games look graphically. I think going forward, it's all going to be about performance. So bringing Spider-Man and Horizon to PS4 and PS5, they might look similar, but the PS5 one is obviously going to be better visuals, better frame rate, better load times, all that shit. So I could see why they're doing it, but I'm just hoping after those like 2 games, it's just strictly PS5 though.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened.
But they said Ratchet is strictly PS5, right?
Man,
That hasn't been
did
confirmed.
you see how that loading?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I
yeah.
guess,
Actually, no, I think they did say that. I think they did confirm that because they weren't be able to make it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, we know that we're gonna get a Spider-Man 2 after Miles Morales, so that's gonna be strictly PS5, hopefully.
Yeah.
I think I'm screwed. I think I got screwed.
You're a lot calmer than you should be, JBB. I'd be pissed, motherfucker.
Oh no, believe me, I want to, but I'll just have to wait. Like I put all my info in, and then it says I swore I hit fucking check out, and then it went through, but now it's telling me like certain things aren't available. So I'm assuming that I was too late.
It still says pre-order on my laptop.
Yeah, I'm trying to check out myself, and it won't let me. It says can't check out because one or more of the items you're currently unavailable at the selected store or delivery method.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Target added all the accessories too. Those weren't there a minute. They weren't there a minute ago. Yeah, they got the controller.
Now they don't show anything on mine. It must be up. No, it's now the thing came back, but we tried again. Maximum quality. Oh, already in my cart. Let's see.
It says Miles Morales is $50.
Yeah, comes with the PlayStation 4 version allegedly.
But they said they have like an Ultimate Edition too. What comes with that one?
That's the one that comes with the PlayStation 4 version.
Oh,
or the first game, I should say.
I don't need that then. I already got that game.
This is Supreme Horse Pucky.
Yeah, I don't need, like, for me it's digital. Whatever it is gonna be, I don't give a shit. Whatever they says Miles Morales is, that's what I'm going for. I don't care. First game, not game.
Yeah,
I just want to play that DLC.
Shit.
Dude, that shit looks so fucking good, man.
Telling me I can't.
Yeah, it's saying that it's like gone or something. Like I still have I'm watching a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if I do the other one. Let me see. Oh no, not that one. The fucking Target. That's why a lot of places are gonna start doing it now. Because Walmart broke the fucking date.
Walmart's fucking huge though, man. Like.
Yep.
If it wasn't for Amazon, Walmart would be like the number one fucking place.
You could pre-order the other one, but you can't pre-order the digital.
Is that the one you want, the digital?
No.
Then you should be good then, right?
It's telling me I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm ready for checkout. Standard shipping. I should do pickup. Not yet available. Okay.
Yeah, I tried getting Walmart for pickup, and they said it was sold out.
Damn, this dude in Florida just walked into his GameStop, and he still had the fucking pre-orders available.
Yeah, for me, it depends hard, on man. Store. Because I have
fucking everyone in Florida's closed. Dead, dude.
I know. That's true. That's true.
Fucking COVID killed everyone, and now no one's alive to buy the PS5.
Or they're running through the stores with their mask off.
Yeah, like fucking
right. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. It went through.
Nice.
It went through?
Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking schnauzer. I just decided to try it again, and I was like, let me try it again.
If at first you don't succeed, man.
Try again.
Try again.
Make sure I got my fucking address correct.
Yeah.
I know. You'll make someone's Christmas very nice over there in New York City. They'll be like, yo, thanks to this Jose guy. He's the best.
You know, JVB gonna be sitting outside that person's house with a baseball bat. You ain't taking this shit.
Yeah.
Get it.
You got it?
Gotta let Derek know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wait, no, I think it's in the chat, right?
Yeah.
It might be in the chat.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so back to what we were talking about. So, yeah, I will admit it was a little bit of a downer when they were announcing cross-gen titles. And, yeah, it is something that a lot of the Xbox diehards are going to use as ammunition. But the fact is that this PlayStation 5 console, in every way, and I'm going to sound like a fucking fanboy, the box looks way more premium than the Xbox design.
Mm-hmm.
The console looks way more premium, the controller, and the games, the software. Now, the only thing we haven't seen is the menu, how that's going to be integrated with the SSD, how the haptic feedback, Jeff Keighley talked about it a little bit, and some developers talked about the integration with the new controller, the DS5, I think. But we got to see it. We got to have like a full teardown. We got to see like what the nerd in me wants to see how this is going to be cooled down. So we still have some more PlayStation 5 news coming up, and I'm sure it'll be more of in a technical sense. But Xbox hasn't even done that yet, so it's not strictly that Sony's not doing it. Right now, we're living in a weird time. So a lot of these things are going to be, even Apple their iPhones are delayed. But thankfully, these new consoles aren't. So
yeah, but this is the thing though. This honestly is my thing on that, because the whole COVID is the reason why, we have to delay this game. Okay, I get that. Some developers may be hampered a little bit more than others, but I mean, it can't be used for a game that's supposedly been out in development for 3, 4, 5 years. Like, what have you been doing these last 3, 4, 5 years then that these last 6 months is what needed you to delay the game? Like that, I don't get that, because there have been other developers pushing out games during that time as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Like, I'm not even going to use Cyberpunk as an excuse, because it did get delayed multiple times, but that game's been announced since late 2013 and then 2014 and on. So that's damn near 6 years, 7 years in development for that game, forever. So if they had to push that into next year, then I would have been like, yo, what were you doing that these last 6 months were that vital, and you not being able to work the game, the kinks out?
Check. Well, isn't it funny that people are, making little jokes and stuff about the cross-gen stuff, but the fact that Miles Morales and what's the other one that's going to be cross-gen when it comes out?
Sackboy,
yeah. And those are slated to be launch titles. Two games that are going to be cross-gen, so they're being worked on 2 different pieces of hardware that are coming out November. And Microsoft with 343 Studios concentrating on one game with 1,200 people supposedly and a $500 million budget could not present us with something better than what they showed with Halo Infinite. That's embarrassing. And then we found out that there is turmoil going on within the studio. A lot of moves are being made at the top. So that when you're imagine Naughty Dog being that out of control and that incompetent, that would really screw up the entire lineup for the PlayStation. Because if your top dog is not under control, then everyone else follows. So luckily for Microsoft, they have these new studios that they bought. They're not huge, but they are talented people, and they're not part of that 343 structure. And so I don't expect them to be in the same situation as 343. Whatever the hell happened over there is like I heard stories, like very out of control environment, people doing whatever the hell they want. And then not only that, but hiring not part-timers, but contractors. Now, when I was close to working for Xbox, I was going to be hired as a contractor. Basically, is a contract for 12 months. So I would have been there for 12 months, and that's how they hire people. They don't hire people with, and I'm talking about community managers, maybe a 3D artist, things like that. The people with, like a full-time employment status is like, Aaron Greenberg, people like that. So, and that's not uncommon within the gaming industry. But when you can't have like a full-blown talented studio that is there full-time, like hopefully this fixes that and we get like the best Halo ever. But once again, as I was talking a little shit, the box, the consoles, the games, everything, just the professional way that Sony runs that company, the PlayStation brand anyway, the way they run it is just on a different level. So from everything down to the presentation of the boxes of these new consoles, PlayStation 5, the consoles themselves, the controller, the design, the fucking color scheme, everything is just way above. It's like a different level. Like there's an amateur hour with Xbox, and then you have full-blown professionals with Sony. And then Nintendo's in there as the indie, type thing.
Nintendo's like that weird fucking hippie friend you'd have.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck they want to do.
They're talented and like you said, they'll do whatever the hell they want and it works and people enjoy it. Look at that. Eddie's buying a new TV too. Mm-hmm. Check him out. Wow.
Eddie, bro. I don't need a PlayStation, bro.
One finger Eddie.
Yeah.
That's how he plays Madden, with one finger. I got my Madden machine, bro.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. That's all I need is my Madden.
I hope that I hope I can when this pre-order is ready, I can pick the shit up. Anyway.
I wanted to chime in on what you were just talking about with like the way Xbox and Microsoft and Sony, the way they go about their business. And I even said it earlier in the chat when the PlayStation event first started, and I was like, damn, bro, like this is what they're doing. And they just like Sony just lets their games do the talking. Like their executives, they don't really be out there just yipping and yapping and doing all this other stuff. Because even right now,
yipping and yapping.
one of the like Xbox, I don't think it's a like an actual like in-house Twitter page of theirs, but Aaron Greenberg, of course, retweeted it with the eyes open, and it's like Xbox is now the only next-gen console with the most
next gen games or
right?
something.
So it's like they're always doing that, right? And a lot of times when Xbox does that, they end up coming back and getting pie in their face because they speak too soon. You know what I'm saying? And it's like these games, like fine, yes, Xbox does have a lot of console next-gen exclusives, and that's good. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you want from them. You don't want them to keep doing this cross-gen garbage and putting out Infinite. Now, you got to make sure that those cross-gen exclusives, those next-gen exclusives, deliver. Because if you put Halo Infinite out again with those, then you can have the most quote-unquote console next-gen exclusives, but if they're going to be dog shit, then what does it matter? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, Sony literally just did one little thing on what they're going to have from launch until practically next holiday. That's only 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Those console exclusives for the Xbox, no, there's no dates on them motherfuckers. Them shits is just from the end of time. So if you want to go the same route, Sony could say, all right, we're going to have another Spider-Man. If they want to bring out something else from Naughty Dog, whether it's an Uncharted, Last of Us, they want to. They can also pull out any of their old titles that they have. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, the executives at Sony don't do yipping and yapping. You know what I'm saying? They let Microsoft do that, and Microsoft gets lost in all that yip yap bullshit that goes on Twitter instead of just focusing on the fucking games and focusing on how to market your strategy better. Like when I sent y'all the tweet about what the boxes look like for next gen, they already differentiate themselves on what the PlayStation 4 box is. And my whole problem with the new Xbox Series S and X boxes, it's the same box as this gen, just with the new picture on it. So when you have a series, this is the problem too, because we're very connected with gaming and all this other shit, so we're not casuals. But when I have to stop and think about what I'm gonna say before I say the system names, that's a problem, because on a store shelf this holiday, you're gonna have an Xbox One S, an Xbox Series S, and an Xbox Series X. And the Series S and the One S, both of those boxes are the same fucking box, but it has the picture of the Series S with the big vent on it, and the other one just has the One S sideways. And they're both the same price, unless they drop the price. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be like, well, this is $299, this is $299,
the same
and this one plays all this, and
the same Best Buy has them up now.
Oh shit!
The Best Buy website is fucking up.
Oh
That's
shit!
The one I want.
Look, pre-order now. Holy shit! I'm so tempted.
Where's it at on Best Buy? I don't see it.
It's probably gonna be.
Let's see. Let me click on it. Yeah, but no, you're right. I mean, it's just a difference in approach. Problem. Please try again. Oh.
Yeah, the site is like fucking crashing.
Wonky, yeah. And it is the difference, and it's the reason why we buy Apple products. It's the reason why we spend money on certain things that may do the same thing as some certain other things, but it's like Apple. They put so much craftsmanship into their products. So my iMac might pale in comparison to a Windows PC, and it does. But the craftsmanship is totally unlike anything else.
It's just going to work.
Exactly. And it looks fucking great.
Now, like the thing with the Xbox boxes, now we all make jokes about like, the moms during Christmas time, they're going to get confused. What about the employees? They're going to put the wrong one in the wrong spot. And so they're going to like make a fucking mistake, and someone's going to end up buying the wrong shit.
Yeah.
One S, Series S, like they're gonna put one in the wrong spot, and then they're gonna have to like honor the different price and shit, and it's gonna be a fucking mess, dude.
Well, here's the thing, man, and it comes down to people. Thankfully, those of us who do these podcasts, who go on Twitter and talk shit, we're very small in the whole. In the entire picture, and there's a reason why people gravitate to Sony. It's not just the games. It's not just because executives from one side talk shit on social networks and blah blah blah. It's because they promote their products in the most creative ways and in a timely manner, and that's what Xbox used to do. We used to see Xbox games all over the place. And why? Because they took a bite out of what Sega used to do and Sony used to do back in the days, the real unconventional like commercials. And you'll see a commercial for a PlayStation game during The Walking Dead. Whereas you'll see a fucking Xbox commercial for Forza during a football game. So it's a different type of demographic, and you're not optimizing the commercial time. Now, Microsoft could fucking afford to like buy TV spots all over the place, but they don't, and that's the weird thing. Like they could, like, but their budget, I guess, for Xbox is just not what it used to be. So yeah, I'm having trouble with this fucking thing. Yeah, with the Best Buy that I'm having, I keep saying some weird stuff, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I like what I saw with Miles Morales. We got some more gameplay. We got some gameplay for Demon Souls, and that was freaking great to see. And it's here. These next generation consoles are a few months away.
Dude,
less than a few months. Less than a few months. And it's going to be an exciting time for those of us that are very fortunate to be able to get one at launch. And I'm just going to buy one controller. I'm not going to buy two. And I'll buy Miles Morales. I don't think I'm going to mess with Demon Souls. But
I'm going to get it just to see what it looks like.
I'm definitely going to try it. Hopefully I can. Hopefully. And that's the other thing. We don't know how the existing features like game share and all that stuff, how that's going to benefit this new console. It does have that Wi-Fi 6 or whatever. So it does have like other hidden features that we're not hearing about, or
that's pretty big.
We've heard of, but we just don't know how they're going to function. So I can't wait for that teardown.
Yeah, that Wi-Fi 6 is kind of huge. Like everyone's talking about, like again, Microsoft, they tout power, but Sony put their thought into this system being completely a next-gen system and working for the future. Like Wi-Fi 6 missing from the new Xbox, that's a big move. Because people might like think about it now, like, oh, Wi-Fi 6, what does that matter? You know what I'm saying? Your Wi-Fi speeds are just going to be exponentially faster. You know what I'm saying? They were tearing down the other day that it's already 256 times faster than Wi-Fi 5 that's on our current gen consoles.
Damn.
That's insane. That's an insane amount of speed. You know what I'm saying? And going in further next gen, you're gonna need those speeds. And again, Sony just all around thought about the whole console as one.
Future proof,
from the controller. It is from the controller to the SSD, the internals. It's just, I don't know, man. They went all out with this system, man. And to charge $399, oof. Now
that's fucking insane.
Going by what a lot of people are saying on Twitter, two consoles. Every GameStop, it looks like, only got two discless versions, all digital ones. So that one's gonna be the hard one to come by. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Want to actually have that one. So, but they can still say starting at $399. You know, and for those people that don't want to spend the $500, you're gonna have people who might hold back and say, you know what, fuck it, I can't really afford it. I'm gonna have to wait until I can get a digital one, or who just don't really want to deal with disc games because they're just fully digitally invest. Or you're gonna have a lot of people just be like, nah, I'm just getting that PlayStation 5 then with the disc. Forget it. I'll just $500. Let's go. And you're gonna have a lot more people in the onset paying that $500 premium. Then down the road, everyone else who didn't get theirs in the first series, in the first wave, now they'll be able to go out and run and grab their $399 versions, and then that wave is gonna sell gangbusters because people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, it's back in stock now. Let me go rush to get it." $399 PlayStation 5. You know what I'm saying? It's insane.
Yeah. No, it's true. I'm reading that they're saying the PlayStation 5 is 39 by 10.4 by 26 centimeters.
Yeah, they showed the actual picture of what it looks like compared to the Xbox. That's just way taller than the Xbox. Thinner, but taller, but still a couple inches taller. Yeah. I just saw it on Twitter.
So, yeah, we'll see, because outside of our little bubble where nobody's paying attention to what we say or what Xbox guys say, and all the trash talk that goes on, it's always going to be the general consumer who's going to decide what is hot and what is not. Right now, Sony has that momentum, and it sucks, but they're going to ensure that current PlayStation 4 owners are not left out when these new big titles come out, meaning the expanded story for Spider-Man with Miles Morales and Horizon 2, which is a huge deal. So my only thing, I don't care about the cross-gen. That's going to happen because there's always that transition. My only thing is that I don't want God of War being a cross-gen. And please do not put Horizon 2 on fucking PC. Don't go that route, please.
I don't think they're going to do it day and date. It might take a couple years.
No, it'll take, yeah.
I think it's going to take a couple years. But, if Sony's going to go that route, see, if you're going to throw a game on another platform like that, and it's not going to be for 2-3 years down the line, I don't care, because at that point, I'm already on the next biggest thing you've given me as a consumer. But to put it day and date, then it's like, it's almost a slap in the face to people who want to keep it there. But for me personally, I don't really care. Like, I'm a console guy. I'm never going to be a PC gamer. I just don't have the patience.
Nope.
I just like hitting the button and pressing my game and starting it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time. I don't have time to be tinkering with stuff. You know what I'm saying? I would love, the true gamer in me would love to have a PC just to see what it's about. But in all honesty, like, the way these games look, it's like, dude, they look amazing. They give you this is going to be the first time we get to see it 4K 120 hertz. Now, it might not be true 4K 120 hertz like on a PC, but if you're going to tell me that this shit's going to look that great, that's all I care about, because at the end of the day, I'm not playing the game for how it looks. I'm playing the game for the story. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing the game for the game itself. And if it's going to look damn near as close to a PC one, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? If I really wanted to, I could just build my own PC. But I've chosen in my whole gaming career to just stay away from it because they're money pits. And I know how I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to want the latest, greatest. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't need it and whatever's going to be out at the time, I'm not going to use it, I'm going to want it. So in order for me to not spend that money, I just stay away.
Yeah. You know what? On the side note, man, I'm seeing so many people posting receipts of pre-orders. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, people are just posting.
It seems like they're actually pretty easy to get, though. You know?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of these people probably live, I've been looking at the receipts, and it's been kind of like, from middle America and the South.
Yeah.
And golf neck of the woods.
When you live in the, when you live in the tri-state area, people running to go get something, and you got millions of people to deal with.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So,
same here.
There's not GameStops. We have like 3-4 GameStops within a freaking 2-mile radius. I go either way. There's a GameStop here, there's a GameStop there, there's a GameStop there.
Yeah.
Where Nick is at, he says he has to drive like 30 miles to his nearest GameStop.
Oh,
so,
shit. Like, we have one that is a standalone store, not in the mall, but I would have to drive a few minutes and take a chance that, I'd be able to do it. Because I'd rather do it like that and then pick up my shit when they open instead of waiting for a fucking delivery. So there's a chance I might, change my mind. But the link that was for Best Buy is like totally gone.
Yeah, the Best Buy site is crashing, man.
Mine is still up, but it's just saying one per household.
Because I have a Best Buy across the street, so I could have just walked there when they open and get my stuff. But doesn't mean I'm not going to give up.
But my car pulled up too.
So we're gonna
there's no PS5
wrap it up.
available though.
No, yeah. So exciting times we have.
Hold on, there it is. Pre-order PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I'm in the cart now to check out, but it's
I went to my cart.
We're having issues.
Yep.
Hold on. Don't end this. Don't end this yet. Let's see what happens.
I'm an idiot because I kept refreshing, didn't realizing that I had it in my cart, and it was like only one per family. And I'm like, this whole time I've been doing that.
Yeah, my cart is having problems loading.
Yeah, my cart too. That's what happened. I had one in the cart, and it just kept like bugging out. So I was like, all right.
Says GameStop's up now too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
all the retailers are like, we're not missing out on this shit.
Yep, exactly. So all right, so it's a fun time, regardless if you're a freaking Xbox fanboy or PlayStation fanboy. It's a fun time. Oh shit! Says sorry, you've been blocked at
GameStop, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's happening to everybody.
Oh man,
That's
like,
all
nope.
over Twitter. People are like, yo, why GameStop?
That's
blocked
Eddie,
me?
bro. Eddie,
Yeah.
Eddie, bro.
Yeah,
he's buying
Eddie's
them all.
blocking everybody from getting that game that PS.
He was like, I was tricking them all along, bro.
Yep. He's like Kaiser's Sose and fucking The Usual Suspects. So
I want it for myself.
I know. I wanted it all for me.
All along, man.
Hey, quickly before we leave, the Batman trailer. You guys have any thoughts?
The movie?
Yeah, the one that they showed a few weeks back.
That shit looks nice, man.
Yeah. Oh man,
I like the dark tone of it. That looked really good.
I watched that shit like 20 times. I had the same vibe. I did the same thing for the Joker, where I just kept watching like people's reaction videos.
Yeah.
I had the same vibe where I just knew this shit was going to be different and good. So I'm getting the same exact vibe, and I can't wait, man. It's just unfortunate that he got freaking COVID.
Yeah.
But, you know, we live, like I stated earlier, we're living in a weird ass time. So
at least they're still able to make the movie.
I know, but hey, at least there's assurance that it's heading to and it looks freaking amazing. Like the tone, the way it looks, just everything looks great. So I can't wait. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. I appreciate you guys hopping on, and I appreciate the listeners for taking the time to listen to what we have to say. And guys, let us know what you think about the PS5 and the games, some of the bigger titles being crossed over, and if you were able to get your own. So until next time, I'm JVB. We'll talk to you later.